starting it and stuff, and trying to get it to work.
Wow, this is not a good time for that.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't able to finish the quiz, so we'll just go through it, and then I'll work the ones that I haven't done yet after we're done.
Are we talking about
For lesson 24 for the next
Oh,
Oh.
That was hard.
it was hard.
I was gonna tell you I'm the weak link tonight. I haven't had time, so I'm like on number 6.
I just finished it like 5 minutes ago, so
I
right
was
there with
trying,
you.
but I had to run kids to violin, and it was just crazy. There's no way.
So, does everybody have lesson 23 ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. If we have to, do you guys have time to meet tomorrow to do lesson 24?
Time.
During the day, we're taking our kids to Polar Express. It's like this train ride.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we're leaving at 3.
I was gonna say I can't do it in the evening, so.
I'm good.
But
I'm good
during the day.
Maritza, how about you?
I can do it today or tomorrow. It's fine.
Okay, so let's do lesson 23 now,
Okay.
and then let's give ourselves a little bit of extra time and do lesson 24 tomorrow during the day.
That's fine.
Okay.
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 What time tomorrow? Like 1 o'clock or in the morning? The latest I can probably do is 1 because I have to leave by 3.
Yeah, I can't do in the morning because I work in the morning.
So what time do you get off, Maritza? Maritza, what time do you get off work tomorrow?
I get off close to 11.
I think we lost her.
Uh-oh.
No way! Hello?
Maritza, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, man. We were doing so well.
If we do
Hello?
it at 1, I'll be a little bit late, but that's fine with me.
Can you all hear
Well,
me?
and we could even do it a little earlier than that if Maritza gets off.
Or what time are you available, Julia, then? Like,
Because I am free pretty much all day except for I have to go into work from like 11 to 1-ish.
okay.
So,
Okay.
I think I have to pick up kids from school at 2:30, and we're all on the same time except for Sue, right?
Yeah.
Can you all hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So what time do you get off work tomorrow, Maritza?
I get off at 11.
Okay. Well, what if we did it at 1 o'clock? Because it should be pretty fast.
We could do 1:30 because we could do it in an hour. I have to pick up kids from school at 2:30, and then we're leaving. So
1:30.
Yeah, that would work.
So
1:30.
1:30?
Because if we all have it done, we can just go through the answers. It'll be fast.
Right.
For
Right.
sure.
But should we
Okay.
talk about our group assignment tonight, the thing that's due on Saturday or whatever that is?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
So
should be fast.
So 1:30 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
That's so fabulous. I thought for sure I was just the weak link.
Oh, it was so hard. Oh my god.
I haven't even looked at it. I haven't looked past number 6, just so you know. Like I've been
Okay,
working
so I want to give you guys a little hint on that lesson 24. Just go back through your quizzes.
Yeah, they're all old questions.
They're all old questions.
Oh, cool. Okay. Perfect.
Except for some of these recent ones, I'm seeing some new stuff. But so yeah, don't freak out. Just go back through your old stuff and refresh your memory. And
You guys, you know what I've been trying to look up is when is our exam, like our final exam, actually going to be due? I can't tell on the website.
it's due next Wednesday, the 16th.
Oh, it's awful. I have to work 3 12-hour shifts, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
No.
What date is it open? Monday?
The 10th. Tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it's the 13th when I looked at it.
Let me go. I can go check.
Yeah, I thought it said the 10th. It was open.
Yeah, I'm not taking
So I was
it.
just like, oh, just give me till Thursday.
It opens on the 13th.
What?
The item will be available in 4 days, 6 hours, and 38 minutes.
No way,
It
that's
must be my other class's final. Is
Email
open on
him, and I'm sure he'll open it early for you. Like, just talk to him about it.
Yeah,
you
it
can
says
do
right
that.
here that the exam information is going to be available on the 10th, but the actual exam isn't available till the 13th.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, intense.
I mean, I would rather get it done sooner, but I don't have any time to get it done sooner. That's the problem.
Down. Down.
And the whole test, is it on, like, the review stuff? It's not just on the new stuff, it's on everything?
Oh, I'm sure it's on everything.
It is. It is. But if you look at, Marisa asked Brother Pasa the question about the exam review and stuff, and he answered her in the Q&A, and it looks like he said, uh-oh.
I didn't see that. I'm going to look at that. Is it under
It's week 12.
first question?
It's
Yeah.
under Notes from Brother Papa on week 12.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he just said the review will contain all the information you need to be successful on the final exam. I would encourage you also to go back and review your homework assignments and quizzes from throughout the semester. Reviewing the online textbook and videos that it contains will also be helpful. All of the formulas you need for the exams are summarized at the bottom of each instruction as well. So it looks like the quiz on lesson 24 is going to give us what we need.
Well, she took over. That's what happened.
Okay, cool.
Really.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this then. That's great.
All right, so lesson 23 group meeting.
Who's in charge?
Let's look. Annie is lesson 23.
Okay. All right, lesson 23. Anybody, excuse me, do we have Maritza still? I haven't heard her.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Maritza, we can't hear you.
Oh my gosh. Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh. He's going to come back in, it looks like.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, you're back.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Excuse me. Okay, lesson 23. Part 1, you guys are good with?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Part 2, you will complete, okay, it's the Garrielli crocodiles data. Check the 5 assumptions for conducting a linear regression on the data. List the 5 assumptions below and explain how you check the assumptions. Include charts and graphs where appropriate. Number 1, and I couldn't get my printer to work today, so I had to use my lovely blank paper. Number 1, A. There is a linear relationship between X and Y. So is there? Yes. And do you guys want to talk about the steps to get that? Or do you know? You're good?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, B, the error point, I don't know how to say it, I don't remember that word, but the thing that looks like an E is normally distributed. Yes, points are close to the line, linear. C, the variance of the error terms is constant for all values of X. Yes, there is no, says there is no megaphone shape in the residual scatter plot, so it's scattered
Right.
appropriately. Not that we've ever had to look for that. Now we don't want anything to be around. X, number D, or letter D, X's are known constant, and then E, the observations are independent. And then all what I gather from that is that we just assume that the X's are measured accurately and precisely, and that the observations are independent. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2, test if there's a linear relationship between head length and body length. So with the null hypothesis is HO B1 equals 0, and alternative B1 does not equal 0. Anyway, let the alpha be 0.05. So did you guys get the test statistics? 22.675?
Yes.
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 Okay. And the, let's see, the p-value. And that was like 0.00, a lot of zeros, 508 is less than 0.05. So we reject the null.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have sufficient evidence to suggest that there is a linear relationship between the head length and the body length of the Garel crocodile. So then we created a 95% confidence interval for the true slope of the regression line relating to head length and body length, which I just watched. The SPSS YouTube video is actually really helpful on this chapter.
It is. Yeah. I agree.
I was trying to look at it at work, but I can't watch the YouTube videos there, so I was trying to read, and by the time I just watched that video like a little bit ago, I'm like, oh, that was way more helpful. So, and then the value I got through SPSS was 6.704 and 8.096.
Yes.
All agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's start our homework quiz for lesson 23. No.
The group
meeting quiz. Group meeting quiz.
That mistake.
Exactly. For lesson 23, all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. The true linear regression equation is y equals BO plus B1x, where BO and B1 are unknown. What are the null and alternative hypotheses for B1? Well, I think that it has to be either B1 equals 0 or it doesn't equal 0, right?
Yeah, that's C.
C? C as in cat, right?
Yes.
Okay. I agree. But I rely more on what you're saying. I do know that. Number 4, a residual is what is left over after doing simple linear regression. Is the difference between the observed value y and the value predicted by the regression line.
That's right.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's B as in boy.
Yeah.
Thanks. 5. Everybody agrees B?
Yeah.
Okay. 5. A plot of residuals supports using linear regression. Let me turn off my little heater. It's loud. I feel like I'm yelling. A plot of residuals supports using linear regression when you see a pattern in the residuals are all positive, you see a megaphone shape in the residuals, or the residuals look normally distributed with 0 mean.
Well, you don't want to see a pattern, right? Well, I guess it depends.
I can't remember which one we're looking at. Like, is this the one where you want it to be?
So, are they talking about the QQ plot of residuals or a residual plot?
I think they're just talking about a residual plot.
It looks like it. So that would be no megaphone shape. The supports using linear regression.
It would be D, wouldn't it?
There should be no pattern, and there should be no megaphone.
Yeah.
So probably, yeah, looks like B is the best.
D as in dog or B as in boy?
D as in dog.
The residuals look normally distributed with 0 mean. I can't remember, guys. If you guys say so, I am like, I can't remember what I've read.
It just started hailing.
Ooh. I hope you have a tunnel to your dorm.
I don't.
They should have tunnels there.
No, they should.
It's like downtown Salt Lake, right?
Oh, I'm getting cold. Oh. If you guys all agree with D, I'm trying to look it up, but if you've read it and you know it's D, let's just go with that. Are you guys good with that?
Because it's the graph that just has the line and then all the random dots, and the goal of it is to be spread out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm looking at right now. So, yeah, because that's why they tried to say megaphone, and you don't want that. Okay. D is in dog. Number 6. Compute the residuals for the math self-efficacy data using software. Use the confidence data as the explanatory variable, and the score data as data, whatever, as the response variable. What statement best describes the residual? So I guess we need to open that up. Math self-efficacy. I feel like I know how to do this better than those other things. Oh. Okay. Okay. They want explanatory, the confidence data as the explanatory variable. And the score data as the response. So score is dependent, right, guys? And confidence is independent?
I'm sorry, I didn't get my remote desktop open before we started, so this is taking forever.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the same boat. It's taking a while.
You're saying that score is independent and the confidence is dependent?
I think so.
Okay, that sounds right.
No, wait. I said it the opposite, so now I'm not sure. It says that in the question, the confidence data is explanatory and the score data is response.
Which would be opposite of that. Yeah. So confidence would be independent and score would be dependent.
And that's what I said. Okay. And then we get to that screen and hit
independence.
I don't know. Oh, he went to get the kids from violin and get gas in my car. Cold. Turn my little heater back on. I think I'm just tired.
So Annie, did you make what kind of graph did you make with the residual data?
Okay, just a second. Let me pull it up because I don't see it now. Okay, now I'm wondering if I did the right thing, because what I did was I just did analyze, regression, linear, statistics. You know how there's the statistics? And you click on confidence interval and part and partial correlation.
Oh, that's probably an easier way to do it.
That's what I saw in the YouTube video. That's where I was like, oh, there we go. Okay. So I just wrote down the steps from the YouTube video.
Okay. So you went.
But now I'm questioning something.
Because is that the confidence interval of the regression, like of the residuals, or is that the?
That's what I'm questioning. I'm like, wait, but do I have is that the confidence interval of the regression?
So I went and I made, like, you know how you can get it to make you a list of residuals for, just you go in and you're like, oh, plot, like give me a list of the residuals, and so I was gonna take that and then perform like a descriptive statistics on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think you're right.
Okay, sorry you guys. I just got into the data. Where are we? Compute the residual.
I think I need to make a regression. So I think we should go to analyze and then regression. No, wait, we did that. So you made a residual
So
plot.
I went analyze, and then I went regression, and then I went linear. And then if you click on save, you can click unstandardized in the residuals box,
Okay,
and it will just give you a whole new list of data.
Okay, I did that.
Okay, and then after that, I just went all first lesson, and I went analyze descriptive statistics, and I clicked explore.
Oh, so
Or
you
maybe I
didn't
should.
hit statistics right there. Like in the window of linear regression.
No, would it have given it to you if I?
Because if you hit on statistics, this is how they show you to do it in the YouTube video. Is hit statistics in that window, and then hit the confidence interval 95%.
Okay.
But you're right, you could do it that way too, I think. I'm just curious if I'm doing the residual or not. Oh, I guess I have residual there, so should I have put, I don't know.
Okay, so
We could, like, since I.
So you're saying you're doing analyze, regression, linear, and then under save you're doing unstandardized residuals, right?
Right.
Yes.
So that gives you the residual column.
And then in the YouTube video at this point, they have you hit statistics, and then hit the confidence
Intervals under regression.
And he also has relations for something.
The score would go in the dependent box, right? Or the independent.
We were putting score.
Oh, I don't know, but I just realized I'm like in a completely wrong chart. Like I'm in crocodiles. So just a minute.
Oh, no.
What is this? It doesn't seem right. Okay. Let me pull up my right one. I think it was just doing. I actually think I did it, but let me see. Compare, regression, linear. It's good practice. Score was dependent. Confidence was independent. Okay, I just had the wrong thing up. I actually did do that. Okay.
So the score, shouldn't that be independent? Because that's the one that is, that you know. The confidence rating is the one that's...
Well, in the directions on number 6, they said to use the confidence data as the explanatory variable and the score data as the response variable, which I'm pretty sure I wrote that in somewhere.
If you look at the options for the answer for number 6, like it just, I feel like we could take the residuals and graph them and find out what the answer was. Because it's like, is it negative, is it a linear pattern, and is it between negative 40 and 25?
Right.
Okay. And then just clarifying this with Sue, explanatory variable was the independent variable. So confidence data will be independent. And the score data, they want it to be response, so that's the dependent. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Okay, so Julia, are you saying that at this point we should hit graph legacy and make a graph scatter plot?
Yeah.
I think that we can make a QQ plot, or we could make a residual plot. And,
how do you want to do that? How do we do that? Legacy? No.
No, graph legacy dialog.
well, if you want to make a QQ plot, you have to go to descriptive statistics to make a QQ.
And then put the residual in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. And what are the questions?
If it's linear, if it's between -40 and 25, and if the residuals are all negative.
Well, they form a linear pattern, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you do a QQ plot.
Yeah, it is linear. Mhm.
So should we put that the residuals form a linear pattern?
Yeah.
I think so.
What do you think, Sue?
Yeah, let me look at the QQ plot here.
Yeah, because if you look at our residual, our residuals, isn't it like 17,387 or 36,900? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely linear.
Yeah, I think it's C as in cat.
Because they're not all negative.
Right.
I don't think it goes down to -40.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it goes down to -40. Okay, so C as in cat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
7. Based on the QQ plot for these residuals, what can you say about these residuals?
C again, I think.
The residuals
Yeah.
are clearly not normal. The residuals look right skewed. The residuals are fairly normal. And we're doing that from this QQ plot.
Yes.
Okay, C as in cat. 8. Use software to create a scatter plot of the math self-FSP data given the scatter plot, residuals plot, and the QQ plot. Which of the 5 assumptions about linear regression are satisfied by this data? Check all that apply. Okay, we have a QQ plot. What's the residuals plot? I don't remember.
It's the one with the line in the middle. I have to remember how you make it, but it's the one that we were talking about earlier. That's all random and
It's graphs and then legacy dialogues and then the scattered dot option.
Okay.
Yeah. And
But then why does it say given the scatter plot, comma, residuals plot, and the QQ plot? But the scatter plot and the residuals plot are the same thing?
no, they're not.
So do we put the residuals in the y-axis?
yeah,
And then we put the, what was it? What was in the x-axis? Was it?
You would put confidence, wouldn't you? Because it's the independent variable.
Yeah, whatever it was before. I can't remember. But, okay, let me look back at my notes. I have to verify that. How we decide that. Okay, the explanatory, use the confidence data as the explanatory. Actually, it would be dependent.
Oh, you use the dependent?
No, wait, let me see. Use the confidence data as the explanatory variable. So the explanatory variable is x, is the independent variable x. The response variable is the dependent variable y. And we're filling in x. So which one was it, guys? I just confused myself. Explanatory?
Wait, say that one more time.
So the explanatory variable is the independent variable and also the x variable. So that would be confidence, and you probably said that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I got confused, and I was like,
I'm like, I wrote it down so I could know each name because it's like 3 different names for one thing. So
yeah.
on paper.
Well, it's a beautiful scatter plot
Okay.
with just a cloud of little dots all over the
Oh
place.
yes, look at that. Just feels so free.
So the scatter plot.
Okay, we can look back at this table in lesson 23. It's 3.5 requirement summary. There's a table that tells us the requirement and how you check it. So a linear relationship, you check it with a scatter plot. You want to see a hot dog shape.
Right.
Do we have that?
That would have been on our previous, because what we have up here now is the scatter plot of the residual.
Yeah, so we're supposed to look at our scatter plot, our residual plot, and our QQ plot.
Okay,
Right.
so I just want to make sure that my plots look like everyone else's plots.
Cool.
So this is my scatter plot with the score and the confidence rating. Does that look about right?
Let me
Hang
open
on.
it back up. I have you guys closed down. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I don't know. I can't see any of you.
Oh no.
I know you're there on one of my screens somewhere. But I don't know. Oh, there you are.
Okay,
Okay.
mine doesn't look like that.
Because I'm just wondering if I put the confidence rating and the mean in the right spot, because that's why I wanted to check. So this is my scatter plot. This is my residual.
That one I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I have too, the one with the residual.
And then
Yeah.
this is my Q. Oh, that is not my QQ plot. That's my QQ plot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my QQ plot as well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, did we even do the a scatter plot of the confidence mean and the score? I don't think we did that yet.
Okay, I was gonna say that was the first one I showed you guys, so that would make sense as to why you were like, I don't know, have that yet. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a linear relationship? Like, do we have that hot dog shape?
Well, we have to do. Julie is the only one with that one.
Mine's a hot dog.
There you go. Okay, so yes. The next, number 2, or I don't know if it's number 2 over here, the residuals are normally distributed.
Oh yeah, that looks like a
Yeah.
hot dog. Okay, I'm good. What? Oh, wait, I got to get my. Hang on. I got to go back to the quiz. Okay, so yes, there's a linear relationship. And what did you say next, Ann?
The residuals are normally distributed, and you guys, do we check that on our residual plot?
Yeah, that's the one that all the dots are like spread out like.
Okay, so we agree with that because it's all spread out.
Yes,
Yes.
there's no megaphone shape.
Okay. The variance of the error term is constant for all values of x. The way we check that is on our residual plot. There's no megaphone shape in the residuals.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
Okay. The next one, so we're checking all these so far, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The next one is the x values are measured without error, and it says we cannot be checked directly. X's are known constants, and X's should be measured accurately and precisely. That's what you hope to see. I don't really understand this, and I'm not sure. Just assume it.
I think you're right. I think we don't check those last two because they can't be checked directly by the plots.
So I think we assume that those are both, that they're both there. So I checked all the answers. Did you guys? You agree?
Well, I didn't check the last two because it says, given the scatter plot, residuals plot, and the QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions are satisfied by this data? And those two are not satisfied by that data because they can't be checked by those plots.
I don't know what to do because on the homework, though, they answered it like, yes, it's satisfied. We assume it. So let me look back at the lesson because I don't know. I'm just serious. I don't want to check out. You know what? They don't really tell us how to check that. Yeah, and then they say that it cannot be checked directly. But in the homework, they had us answer yes to that. So I don't know, guys.
This is like one of those nursing questions. It's like so complicated and confusing, and you just have to choose.
I know. I'm going to choose them because that's how they had us do that in the homework. Oh, really? Oh, really? Any other thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like
it's a trick question.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to mess us up.
Yeah, it's confusing.
I'm gonna go look at the wording in the homework.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, this one is just like check the 5 assumptions. Include charts and graphs where appropriate.
But you're checking them.
And they said that x's are fixed and measured without error. Well, but then it's back to what Sue said. It's like using the graphs. Could you tell that?
Right. You know, we could probably argue this question.
Probably. Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? We can just not check them and then argue it later.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because it's very unclear. So. Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Or we'll get it right. Or we'll get it right. Yay.
Yeah.
So did you say we're going to check them or we're not?
We're not.
No, we're not. And then if we get it wrong, we're going to argue.
Okay.
We're going to debate.
We're peacemakers, that's for sure.
Yeah. What is B1, the estimate for the slope? Okay, so I guess we look back at our data.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, I'm rusty with this stuff here. Let's see.
So,
Is it the bottom number?
first, let me find where my data is.
I really have no idea.
I think I totally got rid of mine. I have to redo it.
I totally like it.
I got so many.
Okay, let me just remind myself what B1 is real quick. 23, where are you?
I got 18.690.
Yep. The constant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I have that. I just didn't know if it was that number or the number below it, so I didn't know. I don't remember which one's which because it's B1 plus
B2
B1.
or B naught. Wait a minute. I thought B naught was the constant.
Wait, what?
Isn't B naught the constant?
Well, they're asking for B1 specifically.
So wouldn't that be 12.695?
I thought we always used the constant one, though.
I'm looking at it. I gotta look. Is this from last lesson, though? He's right. It's the top number. Oh, no. We want B1, right? It's the bottom number.
It's
Bottom number.
If you look back in lesson 23, 4.1, they have an example of the coefficients table. And when they plug in the number into B1, they use the bottom number.
Then, okay, so can you remind me then what we use the constant B for? Is that just for the y-intercept?
Yes, that's for B.
Okay.
O. Do you want me to show you a screenshot?
Sure, that'd be great.
I know how to do that now. I think. Let's see.
So
Actually, I don't.
B constant is the y-intercept, and B1 is the confidence rating mean B.
So yeah, B1 is 12.695.
Okay.
Okay, are you guys looking at this right now?
Yeah.
Is this what you have? See how B or not or whatever that is gets changed.
Got it.
Negative 18.274, and the B1 gets 7.660.
Yeah.
Everybody good on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sue. Annie.
Hey, Julia, what's that note you just made? I want to make that too. Just a second. Let me get a piece of paper. Okay. What'd you say?
Did you guys ever find that worksheet that he had out with all of the, it's like a big table that's blank.
It's kind of like a web.
No, not that one. That one was confusing. This one was wonderful. It was just a big blank table, and the top row says procedure, then requirements, then SPSS needed to do descriptive statistics and requirements, and then the next column is confidence interval dash computation method, and then the next column is hypothesis test, and then the last column is miscellaneous. And then you just go down the row. His rows are 1 means sigma known, 1 means sigma unknown, 2 means paired data, 2 means independent samples, several means one way ANOVA, 1 proportion, 2 proportions, chi-square, and correlation and regression. Did you ever find that?
No. Where is it?
It's in the same. It is.
I was looking for it again to try to give it to you guys, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't go back and find it, but this has been the most helpful thing for me. And then I just went through in each lesson and wrote down all the stuff for all of these things, and I've got it all on one sheet. So I can use this for my test.
And it's interesting to me because I really like the web one. That's the same thing, but it like comes down and then it like is choose your one. Just because, Annie, I think you'll appreciate it because it's like kind of like the patho trees that you do. That it's like, oh, if this is wrong, then this is wrong as well. So like you just kind of like follow it down.
Yeah.
And that's good to figure out what kind to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yours is giving specific directions how to do it in SPSS, right?
But this is all the mechanics of how to get the answers.
Can you scan that in and share it? Can you email it to us?
Good. I've got it all filled out. I don't know if you'll be able to read my writing.
Or if you find it on your desktop, like if you saved it to your desktop, can you email it to us that way?
Let me see how I can get this to you guys because it's been the most helpful thing that I've got.
Yeah, that would be really great. I wonder where it's at. Let's read it. Hey, Julia, what was that note you made just now about B1?
So this is the note I made. It was B constant is the y-intercept.
And that's B constant is the B0?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the y-intercept.
Yes. And then where it says confidence rating mean, which that changes depending on what your independent rate. No, confidence rating that's the dependent this time, right? No.
This one says coefficients on the top, I think, doesn't it?
Yes, this one says coefficients on the top. So if you're looking for...
So it shows that your dependent variable is the score, and the confidence rating mean then would be the independent variable.
Yeah, so the independent and the B, which is where the 12 is right now, that's going to be your B1. And B1 is the slope, right?
B1 is the lower number in the B column, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that was all jumbled. I don't know.
No, it's okay. But the BO, B little 0 or whatever that is the y-intercept, and it's the top number in the B column.
And then the B,
constant.
yes, and then the B1, which is the bottom number, is the slope.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so we are going to answer this as, oh, what was it?
12.695?
Yes.
0.695. Yeah, I closed my window just a second. 12 point, yep, okay. I have a lot of windows open. What is the confidence interval for B1? So I assume we just follow that coefficients box over. Hi, Isaac. And is it 10.674?
And that's not one of their options, so I'm just saying that A is the best option because they're using Excel and not SPSS, I think.
Well, isn't that one the same as the one above it, 9.46, and the 27? Yeah, because that's the same as if you take constant and go over to the right. That's what they have there.
I'll be done in just a minute.
Does that make sense?
I missed it all. Sorry.
Because they don't have the confidence where it says confidence rating mean. If you go over to the right, they don't have that one. But if you take constant and you go over to confidence interval for B, they do have 9.57, 9.0. You're right. It's a little off.
I think they're trying to trick us.
I think it's A.
I think it's A.
Okay.
I think they're talking about B1 again, which is
On the last question of our homework assignment, our preparation assignment, they had a different number, and then it says SPSS gives you this number and this number.
Exactly. I think it's A.
I think it's A.
Okay, that makes sense.
okay.
And we need to make sure that they take care of that. I've got some time set up with Brother Papa tomorrow, and I will talk to him about that. That's not right.
Okay, 11. Based on the evidence and the using level of significance A alpha equals 0.05, what decision would you make regarding the hypothesis test for B1? And what is our p-value? It's 0.0. I mean, it's going to be less than 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
0.00.
So we reject the null.
So it'd be B.
B, yes. B is in boy. Yes. Is that what you're wearing tonight? Okay, just a minute.
This is what she did.
Number 12.
This
Oh, just stay in here with me for a minute. For a hypothesis test for B1, the slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does it mean? For hypothesis B1 slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does it mean?
So there's sufficient evidence.
Maybe the first one?
Yes. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is not 0.
Oh. It'd be C.
Yeah. The null which said it was 0.
Okay, so C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this. And B1 is the slope, we decided. Yep, I agree. Okay, 13. For the estuarine crocodiles data, which variable is the dependent variable?
Body length.
Body length.
Okay, perfect. 14. Since the 99% confidence interval for this data is 7.124, 8.311, what can you say about B1?
I'm going to open this stuff in there already.
Oh, that would be really great.
I'm going to sort them out, okay?
Dependent.
Oh, I hate these. I always get these wrong.
I do too, so don't trust anything I say.
Yeah. Because I want to say B, but
Okay, let me look back at the thing. I think I agree with B, but in this case, I'm reading the notes from lesson 23. In this case, the 95% confidence interval for the true slope of the regression line related to the number of 1,000 power modes, blah, 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 is this. Remember, the slope is the amount that y is expected to change if x changes by 1 unit. Also recall that x is given in terms of thousands of power modes, blah, blah, blah. We are 95% confident that the number of manatees killed will increase between this number and this number. In other words, if 100,000 additional power boats are registered in Florida, we expect 11.2 to 14.6 manatees will be killed. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, guys.
I think it's A.
We are 95% confident the expected number of manatees that will be killed if there is 0 power. It may be. I'll speak to myself. Sorry.
A.
now it's so weird because did they even say anything about that in lesson?
So I wrote down in my notes about the crocodile data, and I put it was an example that they gave us in the video, and it's you're 95% confident that the true regression. Wait, it might be. I don't know. It says the true regression looks 0.128 and 0.103. Since 0 is not in the confidence interval, say that 1 is not.
I guess that would be true.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be. It might be. I don't know.
Let's go with A.
I think it's A because you would never say chance anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't say that.
Yeah, I think it is A. I agree with Maritza.
Yeah. Way to
I'm
go,
over-
Marie. All right. Let's submit and see if we get it right.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. That's not the one we missed. We got that one right.
Okay.
We got 6 wrong.
Oh, we got 6 wrong.
Oh, wait. We got 6 wrong. It's like, we got 6 wrong.
No.
Good. What's not so bad?
It would have to have been A then because
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it after we said it. Is like none of them were lower than 60, so that would. I mean, none of them were lower than -40, so that would qualify him for that one. Because we were like, oh, none of them are -40, but they were above it. Does that make sense?
oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, these are the tiny plates,
Oh, that's
for
right.
like me and Isaac.
So would it have been A then?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Because
Okay.
they weren't all negative. I looked at them.
Right.
Okay. Well, moving on to our group project. This week we are doing make inference and take action. Who's in charge of this? I'll let them take over.
I think this is mine.
Julia, a little less noise.
I'm sorry, this is wax.
I have not looked at this at all. So where are we?
Well, we can work on it. Well, we just have to be fast tomorrow.
Right.
But I think we're just pulling over stuff we already know and just like inferring. Like it should be. Or honestly, we could share like we did before.
Yeah, I can make the doc right now if you want.
I think that worked. Let's just share it via email. I think that worked out really well, actually.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can work on this tonight and when we meet tomorrow, have it ready to go. What do you think?
Yeah, just look over it and submit it tomorrow after we've.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
All right.
Okay, 1:30 tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll have stuff
Mountain Time. So it's 12:30 for me.
nap time.
Bless your heart. I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, so I'm grateful that we're done.
I think we're good. Oh,
I
no
haven't been
problem.
home. I haven't been home
It's all
since
worked out
7
for
a.m.
everyone.
I'm excited to go home. Okay. All right, I'm gonna share this with you guys right now.
Awesome.
Okay, is it a group one again?
Yeah, it'll be a group one again.
Okay. I'm going to have to learn how to do that kind of stuff. But I bet my kids could show me.
Probably.
All right.
I'll send you guys the email. Text me if you don't get it.
Good night. Get some rest, Sue.
I will. I'm gonna put this broadcast on our group meeting so that we're done with this one. And then, do you want me to go ahead and start it tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Start it.
Yes.
Okay, will do.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.